translate kind of towards the actual late game play for both of these teams. As long as Sanctified Field is up, Atlantis Leviathans might have that advantage, or will the Camelot Kings be able to take advantage of the fact that there is an ult run over there? Game number 1 between the Leviathans and the Camelot Kings has got to start up, and we'll throw it over to Dave and Gore to bring us the action.
A little bit of history here in Season 9 between these two teams. The Camelot Kings undefeated for a large portion here of Phase number 2. And guess who handed them a loss score?
It was
These Atlantis Leviathans? My goodness, it was. But then the Leviathans, like, a week or two, and they beat the undefeated.
But that's a long amount of time that you're going to be able to kind of get in there and cause some sort of disruption. Whether or not it results in kills, I think that's going to be up to the Levi's.
Big man Tings takes a burst of damage, but he's going to back away. Just needed a few more buttons, but Panatom's got him. First blood of the Leviathans as the damage is all set up by Shinto. And it is knocked down by Panatom. Easy to get in and out on that Camelot.
And I've been waiting for him to do something. If itemization changes are going to happen, any crazy things down there, or if he's just going to kind of keep playing him the same way.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much, especially around these updates. A lot feels like it can change. Here's a bit of an initiation. It's found its way onto Rongyu, and so is the Stinger. Big man Tings on the board for the Kings. Rongyu dead for 30 seconds. And that's a simple initiation from Variety. And that's that knockdown that we talk about. Stinger plus Retribution equals a good kill.
Now you get a little bit more, right? It's awkward for the Leviathans to try and stay in this fight. You're in a 4v5 no matter what. Our core's taking a lot of damage. Variety's still ever present. You used a lot of ults if you're the Kings, but you got Stinger back. You can keep this going.
Panatom rooted, but still has Bat Out of Hell. Likely be the difference maker. Rongyu close to respawning, so in the meantime, about 20 seconds have dropped off that death timer. Primal Fury pulled by the Kings. Variety left alone, though. Slowed for eternity. It feels like Panatom blinks over the stun and has eyes for Variety as the Bat Out of Hell swoops through Shelv. Slows down kill pressure, and the Leviathans now have to backpedal. Here's your first Sanctified Field of the game, and Gore is on to 4. And now the Leviathans can chase it down, but there's damage being returned by the Kings. No kills have dropped, despite 2 health bars being red, and somehow it's Captain Twig and the Kings who turn it around for a double.
I think that, look, that is a beautiful Sanctified Fields from Zapman, but well played and well disengaged. Kind of pulling hardcore from the rest of the team. Rongyu still hadn't rejoined. It was a good fight from the Kings.
Split second shot calling from the Kings means a Fire Giant's gonna get pulled. Circle protection confirms it. And the Leviathans have a couple members close by. It's their front line now being chased down as Twig looks for a 1v1 against Panatom on right. Rongyu's just gonna get left alone here. 4-man stun, yay, but you get a kill over to Netrioid. The Kings have found another, plus Fire Giant on all 5, and the game has been broken wide open.
And just staggered out. It doesn't matter that Rongyu's back, it's a 5v3.
The absolute dream scenario is that all the Kings go back. Twig takes a lot of damage here. All the Kings go back and they all leave base with double-digit gold after they buy. So I mean, near perfect value on all of their purchases. They can now regroup with their newfound gold lead and send some damage towards Zapman. Maybe pick up a kill as well. There's your poke damage from Netrioid. And Gore, suddenly the entire game is at risk.
Yeah, like, again, blink and you missed it. If you got up, if you got up for a little and they're playing it to the T what it's supposed to do, and the Levi's just don't have an answer.
I was wondering if they were going to push for the end and that Zapman was dead, but no, we're going to fight one more time. Let's pad the stats a bit more of grouping from the Kings. Give some damage over to Panatom and the Bat Out of Hell, but Zapman again, my goodness, what is happening? In the last couple of minutes, Zapman has died off twice, and now again, the game is at risk. The Camelot Kings have killed off the Leviathans ADC, have a real good look at killing off the support. Jungler, mid, solo, all under threat as well, as is the third Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, look, you've got fire minions going in, you're a 5v3, Variety's low. Metroid doesn't have ult just yet. It feels like you have to play this one safe.
Got teleport.
Yeah, with teleport coming in, you should be able to get aggressive here, and you've got 30 seconds to work with without Rongyu or Zap. The duo lane on that long. Yeah, kill off this bird. You can get aggressive. 1-0, and then suddenly kill for the Kings. Kills for the Kings. Objectives for the Kings. Things like that. Small pickups that lead to bigger things, but they wipe all of the towers. They wipe all of the Phoenixes out. Now they're going to wipe a lot of the Leviathans.
Is this how the game's going to end? The Leviathans fighting for an Oni Fury? You know the Kings went back. You know the Fury's about to come back up. And Panatom I don't think Netroid's got all of the damage with masterful shot there. And so, luckily, Panatom will live, but not with that bad out of hell. The game's over, though. I mean, Panatom and Shinto can't defend against 5 members with Fire Giant. The Leviathans, they step up to the Oni Fury. They lose 3 team members, and now you lose the game. The game was going to end anyway. But that has sealed it. And the Kings, with a masterclass and turnaround, win a fight around the Fury and win the next 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, that's just insane, man. Like, the strength.
We'll see if Panatom can execute on that and bring the Leviathans to a game 3, or the Camelot Kings gonna sweep it away in 2. Let's jump right into game number 2 and find out.
Atlantis Leviathans would love this game to get a bit later on. I mean, look at burn on the Leviathan side. That said, Shinto plenty safe with the float out and the beads. How safe is Big Man Ting? Spirit Ball connects. There's got to be damage here as the stun is through. And it is the jungle that get it started. Atlantis Leviathans with Panatom snag first blood.
Well, so if you're wondering, Panatom
CBR,
on
depending on what you go towards next. But I guess a Big Man Ting's goal is to Spirit Ball, Wing Gust, detonate someone.
They're doing it.
Then
they're playing ping pong,
in
baby.
a good spot. They're juggling it. The Gold Fury desperately trying to hit someone. Genetics is just distracting right now. If the Kings are able to get Gold Fury, which they are, I think you're gladly trading Genetics for a kill that's split 3 ways on the Atlantis Leviathans.
Yeah, I mean, and look at that. Look, I'm not even here for a kill. I'm here just for you to look at me.
Yeah,
I'm a shiny, bright Ymir skin, beautiful, elegant purple that matches the Kings, and I just want you to pay attention to me, and they do. They take the bait and just chomp down hard.
Yark stunned and feared by the Fear No Evil. You're investing a lot if you're the Kings to get a kill onto the Leviathan solo laner, and Variety will finish off the damage. But now, so much of your initiation, the Fear No Evil's been used. What else can you do? Maybe put pressure onto Shinto. Great wall from Genetics as the disengage from Shinto has already been used. Just need more mana. Captain Twig doesn't have the ability to go back in, but a good freeze from the Ymir keeps this fight going. And suddenly the Camelot Kings have turned around a couple kills, but they have lost their mid in trade.
And 2 for 1 should be able to start up the Pirate. Netroid's already on it. The rest of the team didn't even need to get there. Should be and did.
Enough pressure from the Leviathans that have got the Kings backpedaling. That's because a Sobek pluck just changes the dynamic of a game so heavily. As Big Man Tings jumped on relentlessly, dodges the pluck, but there's an Osiris diving you as well. And there's your individual pick. The Leviathans have found themselves an advantage.
And that just goes to show how different this team fight is for the Kings. I mean, that was 2 big circular team fight ults used trying to get the disengage, but not enough healing from circular protection, not enough damage to peel away, not enough, you know, of this is something that has been very interesting, but being able to upgrade it a little bit earlier, right? So you don't have to wait till 20 all of a sudden to get this burst for yourself. And I think it falls into that category. Whoa. I mean, you're talking about it like anything to give you prots.
Into the Whirlwind of Rage and Steel is Variety. The Artio just no chance to play. Talk about Chain CC. Pluck, Whirlwind of Rage and Steel, potentially a Petrify from Zapman. Variety just did not have any say in what happened there. The Camelot Kings don't pull without their beads, and that'll keep the Tier 2 tower right on the map. It's what you needed right on time from Captain Twig.
And they used just enough time. I think the Leviathans were hoping to burn through that a little faster because now Variety's back. Variety teleported in. They could even look for a retreat fight.
No, it's Variety teleported in only to die. It is a nightmare scenario, but Variety will live and assist a kill. And now, suddenly the Camelot Kings have this nice advantage. You have used your circle of protection. So, as far as near confirming an objective for yourself, that is now gone, but waiting for that next rotation of ultimates to come back. Zatman used the Petrify, but a double kill from Big Man Tings, and suddenly the E set has ignited, and a wall from Genetics will only slow down Wrong You, but looks like Fire Giant may be the call.
And that kill was sponsored by the beads burn that happened under that Tier 2 and right.
You're
right?
saying
Just
something.
being able to get a little more aggressive, burn that early, and then chase him down. You're only looking for that kill to pick off Shinto or pick off Zap, and now you've got the 3v5 advantage. This is looking good.
Fire Giant taken down. It's half HP. No circle of protection, but a fight from the Leviathans to keep the big one on the map, but Captain Twig has got something else in mind. Shinto will be stunned out as well, and Spirit Ball doesn't travel that far, but not needed. Everyone from the Kings getting involved. The Leviathans, Gore, talk about a difference of a couple of minutes. Again, you get a kill on a Big Man Tings, And now suddenly you're going to one by one lose everyone on your team. And the Camelot Kings are going to get the Fire Giant, might be able to push down a tier 2 tower, and they're going to build up a big lead.
I really do think that it's the difference of where they put their aggression. I think the Kings, you know what, let's rewind. The Leviathans, and their advantage, they get the single kill onto Variety. They knock down a tier 1.
Over the course of the last 10 or so weeks, and it's been a lot of fun to watch for this squad. Now Variety, has he opened himself up to a mistake? Right as I've talked about it, as a Fear No Evil drops, and that may just save the Kings here in this fight. The backline being dove by Panatom. Big Man Tings backpedaling away. Wrong U has found the backline yet again.
Twig?
Captain Twig rolling out, and it's a caster's curse of all eternity. The Leviathans are capitalizing on a mistake of the Camelot Kings, but Big Man Tings keeps the Kings even here. Both solos, both jungles down. It'll be a matchup of the carries plus supports.
Well, Metroid, I like that dash forward. Look,
HP.
I like them going for the fight. They got a freeze. They've got the damage.
And it is full HP on the Chiron, and Netrioid finds himself the killing spree. Suddenly Shinto and Zapman have to rely on their poke damage. A lot of it there for Shinto, but with genetics, one stray wall, one like a rainbow in the sky behind it. But Camelot Kings playing very good Smite, and now can teamfight their way to a 2-0 win over the Leviathans. It's an initiation from Captain Twig, and it is a finished off kill by Twig. Netrioid does the same as well. The Fire Giant core, it may very well not matter, but Twig will be a sacrifice here. Suddenly, the front line of the Leviathans is what's left, and it's down to 2. The Camelot Kings got all their damage dealers minus Twig.
And I like this split. Look, Variety's going to play Chase. He's going to stop Panatom from backing as much as possible. They've got a Trebuchet on right. Who cares about it? You've got one guy in Wrong U in front of you. Variety wins this fight most of the time. Even worst case scenario, Variety somehow loses to Panatom. You've kept him so far distracted, you've got at least a Phoenix, if not the Titan.
You've got one Spinny Boy back on defense who doesn't have his spinny ability, and so you're not going to be sending anyone back to Fountain. The Camelot Kings, they bought their time here. Now you have 10 seconds on Shinto. Does look like the Kings will have enough damage, though, to get this game done. Rongyu trying to body block out as much as he can, but it'll be a 2-0. The Circle of Protection will confirm it, and the Kings, they remain the best team in the league one more week.
And that's a big deal, being able to have